Hello. Before I get into my remarks here, I just wanted to thank Bill Gerber, because there's a lesson that I learned from Bill that I use every time that I'm at a Starbucks and the people are cleaning the counter when I'm trying to buy my coffee. And Bill said to me, when I was probably talking on the phone to one of my friends, Armstrong, it's your job to get the money out of their wallet and into my cash register. And I use that all the time. Thank you, Bill. So anyways, I was always a flash cube that went against the current, so why change things now? So I figured, rather than thank everybody like everyone else is, I figured I'd like to talk about a few of the people that I would have liked to have punched along the way, okay? And one of them, Carl kind of stole my thunder, because my first, well, hang on, let me just go through my list here. I have quite a list here. So anyways, the owner of Pappy's Campus Cave, let me fill in the blanks, Canandaigua, New York. The Flash Cubes are hired through the DMR agency for $250 to play 3 sets. We actually played 4 sets because our sets were so short, and when we went to collect the $250, the club owner, Pappy, says here in this DMR contract, I'm paying $250 for entertainment. You guys weren't entertaining. There was also a club owner, a club we played several times in New York City on 8th Street called Rock Bottom. One time we showed up at Rock Bottom with just enough money to get there and barely enough money to get home, only to find the club closed and boarded up. So what's a band from Syracuse to do? Head out on the town. We went to a club named Hurrah with no money to come home. So what did Tommy and I do? The only thing that a couple of obnoxious, young, wanting to get drunk musicians would do. We had no money, but we were walking up behind people and stealing their drinks. And we had so many drinks that by the time we got up enough nerve to give the DJ in a club a copy of Christy Girl, which he played, Tommy and I actually slow danced together on the dance floor. Other people I'd like to punch, and I don't know their names, but I am still frickin' pissed at them. And that was the audience at a club in Poughkeepsie, New York called The Chance. We got a gig down there to open for the Ramones. We're 50 miles outside of New York City. We thought we'd arrived. So we're getting ready to go on stage. We get on stage to the chants of gabba gabba hey, gabba gabba hey, gabba gabba hey. People already want the Ramones. So the people I want to punch are the people in the audience about 4 songs in that decided that their food served a better purpose being hurled at the Flash Cubes than being put into their mouths. Right here. I'd also like to punch anyone that was in the Flash Cubes named Mick. But really, I'd like to thank a few people, enough joking. First of all, Mike Greenstein, he actually originally was on my punch list because back in the day I didn't like Mike because he had a beard, but actually Mike Greenstein was a big advocate for the Flash Cubes early on. I'd also like to thank, Artie and I used to hang out in the clubs a lot, and 2 people that were a huge influence on us guys and just how to do it right. Michael Coward, Mark Doyle. Michael Coward from Buddy Greeley, anyone remember? You should, man. That was rock and roll the way it was meant to be played. I'd like to thank Chuck Cheo from Creative Concerts, along with Cy Cypher at the Brookside and Buzzy Hibbs at the Fire Barn. These 3 people had enough faith in the Flash Cubes. We would come to them wanting to book shows, and these 3 people put up money to pay unknown bands that we talked them into playing their clubs. Unknown bands like the Ramones, the Runaways, Joe Jackson, the Romantics. No one had heard of them. These people put money on the table so we could bring them to Syracuse. Thank you. Last but not least, I'd just like to thank my good friend Ducky Carlisle. He was our roadie early on. He was our sound man. He fixed our amplifiers. He produced most of our records along with Tommy. He's played drums when Tommy couldn't make it. I'd just like to thank Ducky, who couldn't be here, but certainly a big part of the Flash Cube family. Thank you.